babes, welcome back to another video. So today I am building a starter home, eco lifestyle, one pack. That was a weird way to arrange the words. I know what's going on. I just finished a 2-hour stream, so sorry if I'm a little bit off. I was talking for a long time. But yes. Interesting, very interesting, Sarah. Yeah, like I've said before, my goal for these one pack starter homes is to, while them being starter homes and using one pack plus base game is already a challenge, I also want to, as many of these homes as possible, or basically for all of the homes, but that's already kind of failed, make them look as least like a starter home as possible. And for this one, I really think I accomplished that. So I did this one. This is one, so I had one sim, so budget when you start with one sim, but it does fit 2 sims. I've pretty much play tested it and it works. I didn't fully go around play testing everything just because there were things that it was obvious that it worked. The only thing I really tested was like they can get to the bed, they can get to the balcony, all that stuff, and it is on the gallery. If you would like to download it, I will leave all of the details in the description of how to find it, or my usual details. I don't actually give all of the details. I don't even tell you what the name of the build is, but it's Eco Starter. Like, I think it's called Eco Starter Home, so yeah. And it isn't very eco-friendly, but of course you can add things. I tried to put as many skill building objects as I could. I had a juicer in there originally, but it was too expensive, so I put that out, but that's way later. That's when we get to the backyard. But yeah, Eco Lifestyle has a lot of really, really great objects and a lot of really great stuff, and a lot of them are also really cheap, especially when it comes to the decorations. Like, there's a lot of really cheap stuff, so it let me do a lot more with a lot less. So yeah, and I was going to have this be 2 bedrooms and try to make it for as many for 2 to 3 sims, so have like a child's bedroom or something. But I just couldn't figure it out based off of the layout that I did. And yeah, and I think that I ended up making it so you would have $1,000 simoleons left, or just about 1,000 simoleons left after you buy the house with just one sim. But I don't remember. It could have been less. I don't know. But I did put a good amount of skill building objects in this. I have a lot of things for gardening. I have planter pot and planter boxes. That's what they're called. I know this. And I think I have a candle making station. There's a computer, a TV. Obviously, there's like a kitchen. And I think that honestly may be it. But this is a pretty good amount for a starter home. And like I said, I was going to have a juice fizzer or whatever, soda maker. I don't remember what they're called. I think it's juice fizzer. But it was like too expensive, so I decided to use the candle maker instead. But at one point, I had the candle making station and the juice fizzer. But then I decided to do more things with more money, and that didn't really turn out. But yeah, and the landscaping kind of basic and not very colorful this time. But I wanted to keep it more basic because the house is really like the focal point, not really the plants. I didn't put too much attention to the plants. This is also, I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, good job, me. You tried sticker. We're just a you tried sticker, honestly. I am so very thirsty because I was talking for way too long. And it's dry in this house, so I'm going to take a sip of water. I'm not going to edit it out because ain't nobody got time for that. Like, it's already Sunday. Usually I upload on Saturday. I'm trying to get used to the schedule, but not so used to it that this comes out on Tuesday. So like, I'm just not bothering. Like, you can't make me. I'm drinking water right now. Fight me. I'm so aggressive for no reason at all. Let's see. What do I remember about this house? I was going with a very like blue, orange, and white. I mean, not orange, like orangey wood and white color scheme. And I remember that I did, for the kitchen, I have one wall that's solid black tile, and then the other 2 walls are solid white tiles. And there's a dining room in this one. I don't usually do like a dining table. I think that in the base game one, did I end up having a dining table or did I end up taking that out? I had it out. I've had outdoor seating before, which I don't have outdoor seating this time, but they have an indoor dining table. They have outdoor seating though. They have a lounge chair on the balcony, and they have a regular just bench chair on the front porch. So yeah, so there are sitting places, but it doesn't. I don't have like an outdoor eating area. So instead, there's actually like a living room. I mean, not like a living room, like a dining area. And there's also bar stools, so multiple places to sit. There's a living room. I mean, it's a house, and then you go upstairs, you go up the ladder, and there's like a desk area, which has a computer. There's the bedroom, which is pretty small, but I also didn't end up putting any end tables in or side tables. I don't remember what they're called. The tables next to the bed, because none of the ones from Eco Lifestyle looked good, and or like they were too big for the space. Really, mostly is that all the ones that were too big for the space were too big for the space, and then some of the other ones that could have fit just didn't really look good with the style of the house. I also used a lot of the fabricated objects, and I was at one point planning on putting the fabricator, like having that be in the backyard, but then I didn't have the money for it. Like, we could have done it, but you probably would have ended up starting with like 16 simoleons. So like, if you did one sim, so I decided against it. It is, let's see. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what. That's really, really great. I'm really great of you, Sarah. It was also, okay, this is not what I was thinking of, but another point. This build was actually kind of inspired, and by kind of inspired, I mean like it's only kind of expired. Why do I keep saying expired? Inspired by it. Because I had like a really loose memory of it, but in the trailer, I think it's not the gameplay trailer, it's just the normal trailer with the music. They have like the house, they show the house and it's like being built up, and then you see people like climbing the ladders or whatever. And it's kind of inspired by that house, because I think they also had like the blue container and then the wood and then the balcony. And it was inspired by that, but only from my loose memory of it. I don't really remember what it looked like. I might go look it up later. I won't be able to add the picture in because I'm on a different editing software where you can't like layer things. So yeah, because I'm doing this on my laptop. Though this was filmed on my computer. On my desktop, I'm like editing it and uploading it from my laptop, so I won't be able to do that. And that's kind of unfortunate. But if you're really curious, you can go back and watch the Eco Lifestyle trailer, the original trailer. And you'll probably see it because it will look pretty similar, I think. Unless I'm really remembering it completely wrong, which also could be very, very possible. Also, I'm sorry if the audio quality is bad. Like I just said, I'm not at my usual setup, or not usual setup, but like the setup I've been at for the past like couple of videos. I feel like it's been a while since I've done since I've done a video at my laptop at all, so I don't know, but yeah, that's why the audio is probably not very good. And yeah, what else do I have to talk about? I don't really know. I don't remember much about the house. I always do this, where this time I did actually watch the footage back. I did it yesterday though, not today, so I don't really remember too much of it. I kind of remember it. I don't know. I didn't put any cabinets, I know that. And instead what I ended up doing is I put a bunch of like items on one of the windows that has a shelf that I really, really like. It's like a small, thin window. I mean, not small. It's like a long, thin window with a shelf. So I put a bunch of things on there, and I was like, maybe they sit their stuff on there. I know sometimes it's not really realistic because, like, it can damage your food if too much sunlight gets in or whatever. But this is The Sims. We don't aim for realism. It's totally fine. The bathroom is also not the best. It kind of is very weird. But also, something that I haven't been doing a lot, but I actually was able to do in this one. Most of the objects are from the pack, which is great because, like, what was it? The Get Famous one? The inside of the house? It may as well have been base game. I don't know if there were any. Like, in the main house, I don't think there were any objects that were from Get Famous. Maybe the rug was? Maybe. But I don't think there were, like, I don't think there was like anything in that house from Get Famous. So, but like this one, it's a lot of Eco Lifestyle, and you can really tell that it was an Eco Lifestyle build, unlike some of the other ones. And even the inside of my Discover University house, like that first floor doesn't has a flower pot from it, I think, and maybe a rug. Like it's not, but like this one, I was able to use a lot more of the objects because it was so. I mean, all the objects are so cheap, and they also look really nice. Like it's a pretty good pack. I would recommend it. I don't really care the gameplay that much. I haven't been able to use it that much honestly because I never tried it out on my desktop and it never really worked on my desktop. But even then, I wasn't really interested in the gameplay and stuff. Like, I'm totally fine with just living out my life, and not, like, doing any sort of missions. I don't ever do that. My Sims don't leave the house, I'm not gonna lie. So, like, I'm not bothered about, like, going around town or anything, which I think is what you do, but I'm not quite sure. So, I could be very wrong about everything I'm saying right now. But yeah, it's a really good pack. It also has some nice, like, cast stuff, too. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun making this build. I really liked the way it turned out. I really had fun building it. The audio that I'm recording, the voiceover, pretty okay. I've definitely done worse. Next video will be, let's see, I think I'm gonna be starting on, no, I'm dumb. So I recorded a bunch of the room builds together. So now I'm confused. No, it's going to be another bathroom, and it's going to be a room build, and it will be like later in the weekday. What am I saying? I don't know. Please, yeah. Okay, great. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It probably ended like an hour ago. I'm just gonna end this now. Well, there's still time for me to escape. Goodbye.